Hi, my name is Jo with Jo Wise Leadership, and today we're going to have a bit of a chat about confidence. Now, Facebook Live is just doing a bit of an audience collection for me. I'm just going to adjust my screen, and I'll share with one of my other pages in a second as well. So just as it's all getting started, I'll do that share now. I'm just sharing. Interesting, I'm not getting my page on here. So, hi Trudy, how you going? Can you just let me know if you can see me clearly? Because I'm not getting the page on here very clearly. So, just let me know. I've got a couple of people. Hi Pauline, how are you? Wonderful to see you. If you can just let me know that you can see me clearly, because for some reason it's not sharing on my other page, but I'll probably sort that out later. So all right, so welcome and thank you so much for joining me today. We've got the audience is starting to build, which is fantastic. It's wonderful to have you all on. Hi Pauline, thank you for joining us today. Today we're going to talk about confidence, and well, I like to talk about confidence a lot because it's something that it's really something that can help us every single day and support us. Hi Andrea, thank you. Yeah, I've been watching you as well, so thank you so much. And hi Alison, lovely to have you here. Confidence is something that impacts us every single day, and also has an impact on how we impact. So take that one if you like it. Because when, in leadership, which is, the area that I work, we really need to be able to create the impact and influence that we really, really want. And behind that, the confidence is something that sort of bubbles away for us all of the time. Hi Claudia, thank you for the love and the like. Hi Jane. So confidence is really one of the real key players. Now, it's not everything. I like to look at everything like a pie, and a nice apple pie for all the vegetarians on board. And confidence is really just one section of this. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that build up us doing a great job, being able to influence, being able to impact, being able to live a fulfilling career and life. So confidence is, I'm talking about it today because I've been having some conversations with my colleagues and friends, and also starting to work with clients again after being on holidays for 5 weeks. Again, started with my clients again doing coaching sessions last week. And it was really interesting because something that I'd mentioned to a friend of mine, and she actually mentioned to me as well, was that we'd had such a long break over Christmas. Some of the rituals and the habits and the learnings that we had last year kind of fell off a little bit when we came back. A couple of us had, a friend that I was having a chat with, we both would recognize that we did something when we first came back. I don't even remember what it is now, but we'd actually done something that we'd already worked out a system that had improved around it. But we'd actually fallen back into a couple of old habits. Now, this has been happening with people's confidence as well, during the break. They had a break over Christmas and now they're back in the workplace. And so I wanted to have a bit of a chat about confidence today because it seems during the break that's fallen off for a couple of people as well. And also there's many of us that are really focusing on taking things to the next level this year. So confidence is always something that's going to boost us that little bit more as well. So there is so many things that can help us with our confidence. You go and Google it, there's like a million to-do lists, there's a million 20-point things that you can do about it. But the interesting thing I find about confidence is there are really a couple of main areas that helps us play out in our confidence. There's obviously our mindset, which is an area that I work in with a lot of my clients a lot. There's our beliefs as well and our values. and also the physiology of it. So the physiology and how we hold our bodies of confidence. Now, every single one of those areas is really important, but the quickest way for us to be able to impact our confidence is through our physiology, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. Now, one of the interesting things I find is the women that I work with are generally have a level of confidence, and like me, I have a pretty high level of confidence, I would say. But that doesn't mean that I'm feeling confident and my clients are feeling confident every single day. Quite often, though, to the outside people, the outside world, it can look like we are super, super confident, and it can look like we are, just owning it all of the time, and there's never a moment of self-doubt, there's never a moment of our confidence dropping. Yet inside, there's many times when the confidence just isn't there. Good morning, Wendy. So even for the professional women that I work with, high achievers, they're out there getting amazing results. And even when it looks like we're super, super confident, there's many times when we're not. So what I'm going to share with you today is just one simple thing that you can do, which will have a very, very quick and be highly effective in boosting your confidence. Now, what I'm sharing with you today is about the power pose. Now, this is something that I do share quite a bit when I'm speaking at speaking engagements, because it's fun and it's quick, as I said, and it's just so effective. I started teaching this years ago when I started training, and people would ask about confidence. And obviously I did a lot of research, and the woman that I came across was Amy Cuddy. Now, I know a lot of you have heard of her because she's done a TED Talk. So that's TED Talk. You can look it up if you want. And her name is Amy Cuddy. And it's like a 20-minute video all about the power pose. And what she talks about is within 1 minute, you can change your physiology to your pose, and that will, within a minute, not only change how you're feeling, but it will change the chemicals in your body. Within a moment, it will increase the testosterone in your body, which is like the confidence hormones, and it balances with that. It actually decreases the stress hormones, like the cortisol in your body, because there's no point in being like really, really confident and hyper stressed as well, because that would flip our brains out completely. Hi, Alison. Oh, excellent. Alison just said she watched it 2 days ago. I do share it on my Facebook page quite a bit as well, because it's really powerful. So power pose, it's about increasing the testosterone, which is the confidence hormones and chemicals in our body, and decreasing the cortisol, the stress hormones in our body. And when you're holding your body and holding your physical pose in a particular way, then that can happen really, really, really quickly. Thank you for the thumbs up and the love today. So what is this power pose all about? Well, to start with, today I'm going to share with you what I call the private power pose. Now, when I do my trainings about confidence, I work with a lot of women training confidence. I share two poses, a public one and a private one. And we're going to start with the private one today. Now, what that means is it's pretty over the top. It's really hugely fun. And you can do it in a toilet cubicle before you go into a meeting. You can do it in front of the mirror before you leave for work in the morning. You can do it standing up. You can do it sitting down. You can do it anywhere. So it's very, very highly accessible. So what's a power pose? Well, a power pose, if you think about it, if you think about nature and animals and what they do, if they want to be more dominant and more confident and really show that they're strutting their stuff, think about what they do. They, like the lion, expands its mane. You see lizards that bring up their lizard skin. I have no idea what that's called. Thank you for the thumbs up. But they will always make themselves bigger to sort of scare their opponents off, but that's not what we're doing. And to show, to really assert themselves in that particular scenario. So if you think about the animals do it, obviously there's a reason they do it, because it works. And we can bring that into ourselves as well. So a power pose, the private power pose, the one that you can do wherever you want to be, when you've got some time to yourself, and it only takes 1 minute, is just simply making yourself bigger. Now, I don't mean going hanging out at McDonald's for a couple of weeks and making yourself bigger that way. Making yourself physically bigger within a couple of moments. Now, what do you do? Well, to start with, you stand with your feet hip width apart. Now I don't know, I can't quite see, I don't think you can see my feet, but they're hip width apart with the toes forward. Then you draw up your energy through the base, you open up your hips, you open up your chest, you open up your shoulders, and you really draw that back. And boobs out, absolutely boobs out, that counts. So really draw everything back. And now with your head, it's important as well that your sort of vision is in that top 45-degree angle there, because when we have our vision up, think about whenever you're feeling confident, how do you walk? Like this with your head up, yeah? It's just that in a pose. So drawing the energy up through the feet, opening up the hips, opening up the chest, opening up the shoulders, hands just drop down beside the sides and they're sort of back a bit, and then the head is up. And then of course, we pair that with a nice smile, and that allows us to change our physiology, change the way we're standing within a moment. Now, inside the body, as I mentioned, this is not just about all the external stuff. If you hold this pose, I call mine the Wonder Woman pose. Shoulders back, boobs out, head up, really over the top. Rah, rah. Yeah, mine's the Wonder Woman pose. You call yours something that works for you. And good morning, Shivani. Lovely to see you this morning. So yours might be the Superwoman pose or whatever it is that you want to call it. Or you don't need to call it anything. You can call it power pose like Amy Cuddy does. But really, really over the top. Really exaggerated. Now look, I'm not going to go out on stage when I'm speaking like this. Hi, I'm Jo Wise. Because if I did, the crowd would be like, whoa, who in the hell is this? She's a bit over the top for us. Most audiences would say that, and I would absolutely if I was sitting in the audience. So this is something that you tend to do by yourself in the toilet cubicle before a meeting. If you go to a speaking engagement, do it in the toilet cubicle there. If you can do it in front of a mirror, that's even better. But I do understand that not all toilet cubicles have mirrors, and some people will feel a little bit uncomfortable doing it in front of the mirror with other people coming in and out to the bathroom. But it's not only stuck in the bathroom, you can do it at home, in front of the mirror before you go to work in the morning. You can add it with some strong affirmations if you want to boost it even more. But what it's all about is simply changing the physiology of our body to create a change in our psychology. So when would you use this? Well, honestly, anytime you want to boost your confidence, anytime clients of mine have texted me and said, oh, I just came out of this meeting and I did the power pose for a minute in the toilet beforehand and it was really awesome, yeah? Because as I said, you hold that power pose, rah, add a sound if you want. I also find an extra bonus, listen to this one, it's important, the hair flick helps even more. So you've got it? Hair flick, yeah? And as I said, this is something you're going to do by yourself. You can do it at home, you can do it in the car. If you're sitting down, it's okay, you just take those learnings with you there. Really draw everything back, shoulders back, head up, straight spine, and really move into it, yeah? So hold this for 1 minute, over the top, smile, whatever you want to do, whatever your body feels is right for you to do. And within 1 minute, that will boost your confidence. Testosterone, the confidence hormone, goes up. Cortisone, stress hormones go down. And look, I've been to one of the most wonderful experience I had when I shared this is I went in to do some training at an IT company. And when I was training in the IT company, there was a lot of guys, they were actually mainly males in that training. They were all a lot of them had quite lack of confidence. And there was this one particular guy that was talking about, he doesn't have the influence that he wants in the organization he's being outsourced into. And he was saying that quite often in the meetings, when they were going around and asking each department or each person in the meeting to give their summary, it got to a stage where they would just simply skip him because he was so nervous about speaking. He would also go into a lot of detail and so on as well, but he was really uncomfortable in that scenario. So they just decided to start skipping him. And obviously that had a huge impact on his self-worth and on his confidence. So I shared this in a training, and look, he's not the type of guy that would go, thanks Jo, that was awesome. It was more, look, I'm willing to give this a go because what I'm doing is not working. So over the next 2 weeks before I saw him again, he practiced this for a minute in the mirror every single morning. and it was amazing. Next time I saw him, look, I'd love to say that he scooted and strutted into the room. Well, of course he didn't, but he did walk into the room and he held eye contact with me, and he actually shared with me some of the great changes that had happened. He was able to have conversations with people that he hadn't had conversations with before. He was able to speak up in a meeting, and that week when they'd skipped him in the meeting, he actually said, "Excuse me, I have something to add here," which was absolutely massive for him. He'd had conversations. He'd had conversations with people about like stuff that they were doing that actually within that period of time changed the trajectory of his career. So massive, massive stuff. So think about one of the times that you want to build confidence. Maybe you're like me and you're a pretty confident person overall. There's still times when you actually really want a boost of a confidence. And even if we look confident from the outside, Amy Cuddy talks about with this is there's that saying which is completely gone, but I call it mold it till you hold it, or fake it till you make it is what Amy Cuddy says. Fake it till you make it. And with that, a lot of people I know don't like that saying because it's like really inauthentic. However, I talk about mold it till you hold it, until you can actually hold it and pull it off. And with that, the more you practice it, the more it will become authentic and real for you. So enjoy your power pose. I look forward to hearing, and please do come back and let me know what impact it's had with you, because it just takes 1 minute a day or 1 minute whenever you need it. And obviously, the more you practice it, the more you build that muscle, the more you'll be able to build the confidence more quickly. And if confidence is something that you're wanting to build, I am running a workshop on the 21st of January after work in Melbourne. So I'll have the link up later on the day about that, and I would love you to join us. So looking forward to seeing you all again soon. I'm here most days and generally in the morning. But please let me know if you've got any feedback or questions. I would love to hear from you, and I look forward to seeing you on another Facebook Live and maybe at the workshop on the 21st of Jan. It's all about confidence and how you can build that in your leadership role. Andrea's just said, love, mold it till you hold it. Thank you. Yeah, I just find that resonates a lot better with people than fake it till you make it. Authenticity is the new black at the moment, and anything that doesn't fall, anything around fake, people tend to freak out about. But I still use the fake it till you make it, because sometimes we've kind of got to fake it so that we're able to own it. So enjoy. I look forward to seeing you soon, and thanks for your contributions today.